Hi. Okay, so I'm going to be talking to you today about growing your network, adding new people on Facebook, followers on Instagram a little bit, why we do it, and just like a couple of simple ways to do it. And the reason why, you guys, like any business, we started with like zero clientele. So either through marketing, what we have to offer, through referrals, sharing content to gain exposure to our pages and things like that. Whether you start off with a small network like me or a large network, you're always going to want to add new people into your business. So a couple of reasons why we add. I remember my girlfriend, I was like, I don't know how comfortable I feel adding strangers to my page. And she was like, Jessica, if you own a business like a restaurant or a clothing store, you would have strangers coming in all the time. And you build relationships with those people because they become your customers and distributors. So I was like, you know what? That's so, so true. And one of the other things, you guys, is that I started out with a small network. And if I wanted growth in my business, I had to add right away. And I remember being like, okay, where do I feel comfortable meeting new people? And I'll start with like a small number and I'll add 5 people a day. I was like, okay, I could go to my friends list and one of my coworkers or one of my friends, I could add 5 of her friends, just like she would introduce me to them at like a barbecue or something like that. So getting that growth started from there. One thing I want to recommend, you guys, is not to add from suggested friends, because if you have other potential distributors or myself as an upline, you're going to be adding people that we kind of have in common, which could be other potential customers and distributors, especially if you're in a common community. So you can add friends of friends that aren't distributors. Just go to their list and browse from there. But second place you can add is from host to post, right? Your friends are getting up post to post, people are liking and commenting, that automatically creates the connection. You can add them as friends. That's probably one of the biggest ones for me. I could do all of my adding through host to post, especially if you're being consistent with it. There's just an endless supply that people come. And as those people post and their people post, then you're really expanding out past that. Just like if you were going to have one store, then you open a franchise in different locations, you're really expanding, and that's what I recommend. Once you get more comfortable, you guys, you can branch out to people that you necessarily don't even know, but have commonality with. So for example, if you were interested in, you could go to pages. I'm going to show you an example. If you liked hair, or if you were into getting your nails done or your lashes done, you could go to salon pages and say, I'm going to be posting about the hair, skin, and nails, or the lash growth serum or something like that. That's a great place to find potentials from. And you could just search really common salon names or brands or things like that. So for example, for me, I'm a mom. I know a lot of us drink coffee. I promote the coffee. So where would I find a mom that did that? Starbucks, Tim Hortons. Okay, I'm just going to use Starbucks because it's fairly general and everyone kind of recognizes the name. But when I go to Facebook and I can search it in the search bar, I put it in. If I scroll over to pages and I click on that, the Starbucks pages are going to come up. And right at the top, there's Starbucks Canada. So I could add across Canada wide. I know that they're probably going to speak my language. As you scroll down, you guys, there's all different countries. We're open in over 20. So it's like, where do you want to grow, right? It's fun. Maybe you like to travel and you want to meet people from all over. This is just like the general Starbucks page. So as you go down, you guys, there's millions of people that follow the Starbucks page. This is their new pistachio latte, and you can see down here 7,000 people liked it. So I can click on those likes, and they like coffee, I like coffee, we could be friends, just like I would meet someone possibly in line at a coffee shop, right? And if I go through and I see, okay, there's girls on here, I can pronounce their name, they have a clear photo. So where can I go to? Shelly Thornton, she liked it. She's got a picture of a kid. Okay, she's a mom. I'm a mom. She posted recently. Perfect. So she's not in a different network marketing company. I'm going to go and I'm going to add her as a friend. So, and I could just go through here and add 5 people a day. And I just want to let you know, you guys, small growth does take more time. But if I was adding 5 people a day and being consistent at the end of the 30 days or end of a month, that's 150 new people that could potentially be my friend. If I could go back to my old self and I was like, Jessica, you wanted to earn more, you wanted to have more growth, I would put a 0 on the end of that 5 and add 50 a day. That's usually around the limit for Facebook. And if you can be really consistent, just imagine how many people you would become friends with over a month, right? So you set the speed for your business, you pick the number, but I would encourage you to kind of go big and just have that growth. There's a 5,000 Facebook cap, friends list cap. And as quickly as you can reach that number, the better. Obviously, it takes time to get there, so just give yourself some grace and just working at it. A couple of different ideas, you guys. Other than the pages, you can search hashtags if you're on Instagram, just like I searched that Starbucks. Another one is through groups. So there's a couple groups out there that have thousands and tens of thousands of people in it. So for example, if you like cooking, you could add yourself to a cooking group, and you may not want to go through and add people because admins can be a little bit specific about groups, but you could make a post that said, looking for ideas for dinner. What was the last thing you cooked? And you're going to have 20 people comment. They're building a relationship with you already. They're outgoing and friendly. You can add them as a friend, okay? All right. So you just have to find what you like, stay true to you. Who do you want coming to your page? Who do you want your customers, and distributors to be? Just like you would have friends, you had things in common that you could talk about. All right. So, some new features, TikTok, Reels on Facebook, Reels on Instagram are so popular right now. And the thing that's great about them is that you can go have one that goes viral, and then all these people who are interested in the same thing as you see your content, and you can get thousands of views off of one. So say that you made a post, I made a post about me drinking coffee in the morning, and I could say, mom of 2 kids, how many cups have you had today? Add me as a friend, or let's be mom friends or something like that. And then I would have like 100 people automatically add me that are moms of girls that drink coffee. Perfect, right? Okay. And then obviously offline. So if you are someone who likes meeting people in person, you're someone who's super social, then go for it. If you're at a park and you're talking to a mom and you say, oh, what do you do? Oh, I do this. What do you do? Oh, I would love to add you as a friend. Why don't we connect? You can add me on Facebook. It doesn't even have to be business related. It can just be friend related. Okay. So getting accepts back. So you guys, you can add people all day long, but it's really, they have to accept your friend request. So what would be the first thing that you would do if someone added you right now and you didn't know them? You would go over to their page, you would check out their profile, and you would go and check out their posts. So I want to encourage you, go to your page after this video and see what your page looks like. I'm going to show you mine just to give you a couple of ideas. Everyone's style is different, but a couple of key things that I recommend is to make sure that you've got a nice clear photo of you on there, something nice and clear. Doesn't have to be professional or perfect, you guys, but we are such visual people. When they can see that you're an actual person instead of like a picture of a comic book character or something like that, and they're like, oh, okay, she's a real person. Okay, what else about her? How do I know her? I usually put a nice clear seasonal photo in the back. I switch it. In the spring, I'll put flowers. In the summer, I'll put leaves. Sometimes people will do like a quote in the background, whatever your style is. Underneath, you can add to your bio. I recommend doing that. Putting a short description of you in there. Are you an Aquarius? Are you a mom? A dog mom? Do you like swimming? What are your hobbies? What are your interests? Are you a foodie? Like, what do you like? So you can add a bit about yourself. So when people are looking, they're like, oh yeah, we have some things in common. So put a couple of different general ones on there. And then as you scroll down onto your page, you guys, just make sure that you're getting yourself on your page. Make it positive. If they're scrolling down and they see it works, odds are they're gonna be like, oh, she's adding me to sell me stuff. So get things about yourself on your page, and have it, you know, personal. Just like you would have if someone was to walk into your store, what would be the first couple things that they see? Positive quotes on the wall. It's nice and inviting and warm. And they see you and all those kinds of things. Okay, so keeping your content nice and positive, and then clear backdrop. I recommend if you are putting things in your bio, don't put It Works distributor, you know, It Works coffee rep or something like that, only because same kind of thing. You want people to add you, no judgment, and then be interested in what you have to offer because you're bringing them value. Take out your location settings. So take out places that you've worked, where you went to school, where you live, that kind of thing, because as we add people from all over the world, since we're in over 20 countries, you know, we want them to come to our page and be like, oh, I'm in Australia, or I'm in Europe. Why is this girl from Canada adding me? You just want to build those genuine relationships first. Okay, so one little tip, you guys, you can make your friends list private, just because, you know, there's different marketers out there. You want to keep as potentials start coming to your page. You want to keep them as your potentials. And no one needs to see your friends' friends, right? Second one is you can, or so once they accept you as a friend, and this all depends on what kind of person, if you're outgoing or shy. I used to message someone right away and be like, hey, thank you for adding me as a friend. I hope you're having an awesome day. And now if I think about it, I'm like, if a stranger was to message me right now, added me and messaged me, I'd be like, who is this person? So just let them look to see what content that you have. They either like it and they'll stay, or they'll be like, you know what, this isn't necessarily for me. Just like if you went in a shoe store and you're like, this isn't really my style. Or you would come and you'd be like, ooh, I want that, I want that, I want that. Kind of just let them decide for themselves. Let them see your content. And if you want to, you can go over to their page and you can like, you know, if you find posts that you like, go and like on it, you know, start building those relationships. And that's going to allow them to see more of your content too. And then it goes from there. Okay. So I think that's essentially it, you guys. Like I said, get off of here, go and edit your profile picture, because we're going to be adding people, and then just go and grow.